Will AI take our jobs? What skills should you focus on today and why? There's a lot of talk about AI taking over our jobs. But how did we get to that conclusion? Is it even realistic? We can't just extrapolate today's AI advances and assume that AI will inevitably reach human level intelligence. That's like saying if you keep adding enough features to a car, eventually it'll be able to walk, run, climb like humans. But cars are not even close to human legs. And AI is not even close to the human brain. Let's start with the fundamentals to understand this. How is AI modeled today? AI, particularly deep learning, is loosely inspired by the human brain's structure. Neural networks mimic how neurons connect and how synapses fire. But there's a huge piece missing. AI does not capture the neurochemistry, the biological learning, or the adaptive processes of the brain. During my doctorate in artificial intelligence, I built models that simulate different aspects of human intelligence: computer vision, neural networks, and machine learning. Then and now, these models mimic the human brain structure, not the chemistry, because we don't fully know how to model behavior directly. That's why today's AI does not think, feel, or adapt like humans do. That's a fundamental limitation. Think of AI like a car that works great in a narrow environment. It's incredibly fast and efficient in structured environments, like where there are roads. But take it off of the road and put it in a rocky environment, or ask it to climb a set of stairs, and it's completely useless. Humans, on the other hand, can do many more things, like walk, run, climb, crawl, and adapt to most environments. But we extrapolate today's AI advances to predict that it will have human-like capabilities in a few years. While these predictions are often based on multiple factors like technology, scaling laws, emergent behavior, they're also hyped by the media. Again, a car is great, but you're unlikely to scale it with different features to make it perform like humans with legs and hands. AI differs from the human brain in fundamental ways. For example, we know that human brain does what it does with just 20 watts of power. That's less than the energy of a light bulb. While ChatGPT, with its GPT-4 model, consumes about 500,000 watts per instance. Or even a kid can see one elephant and recognize any elephant in any pose, while today's AI needs to be trained on thousands of elephant images. The point is that the way the AI is modeled today is different from how the human brain actually works. With that established, we can agree that AI thrives when given clear goals, data, and defined rules. But if you throw it into a messy, unpredictable situation, like one that has an ethical dilemma, an emotionally charged environment, or one that requires creative problem solving, then it struggles. Humans, on the other hand, rely on neurochemistry to adapt, feel, and reason intuitively. So AI definitely lacks the neurochemical parts. These are tiny molecules in our brains that regulate emotion, motivation, and adaptability in ways that today's AI cannot replicate. A few of these chemicals are familiar to us, but there are hundreds of them. Imagine the complexity of the chemical environment in our brain, where so many interactions are happening. Here are some examples. Dopamine is a feel-good chemical that drives curiosity and motivation. AI doesn't crave learning or feel satisfaction from problem solving. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that affects confidence, mood, and emotional intelligence. AI can analyze emotions, but it doesn't feel anything about them. Oxytocin is a trust hormone that helps humans build relationships. AI can process words, but it doesn't actually care about people. Cortisol and adrenaline regulate stress and resilience. Humans get stronger through challenges. AI just follows instructions without personal growth. Without all these, AI is just math. Yes, it's powerful, but unlike humans, incapable of real emotional intelligence, compassion, or self-driven growth. So if AI lacks these chemical-based human capabilities, humans still have a competitive advantage. We can focus on developing these biochemically driven skills, and AI and human cognition can complement each other instead of competing. Let's see what some of these are so we can develop them. This gives us hope to people who are not necessarily technical or need to know more about AI and how it works. There are some portions of these that can be done by AI, so I'm not able to generalize. But the point is to share some perspectives with some examples. Emotional intelligence and human-centric communication. AI can analyze text and speech, but it doesn't understand emotions. When humans communicate using words, we can change our tone, timing, and we can read between the lines. The human edge here is leadership, negotiation, coaching, sales, and therapy. Creativity and innovation. AI can remix existing ideas, but it doesn't have the aha moment. Creativity isn't just data. It's emotion, intuition, and unexpected connections, otherwise called serendipity. The human edge here is art, music, storytelling, design, and entrepreneurship. Adaptability and learning from failures. Humans just don't learn from data. We learn from struggles and experience. AI can optimize based on past patterns, but humans can reinvent themselves in the future. The human edge here is management, consulting, problem solving, and entrepreneurship. Ethical and moral reasoning. AI follows rules, humans interpret them. Ethical dilemma requires nuances, and real-world decisions are often messy. The human edge here is law. I'm not talking about the paperwork part of it. Then politics and ethics. Physical and kinesthetic intelligence. AI can power robots, but it doesn't feel the weight of an object or intuitively understand and adjust to the world. Human motor skills are much more flexible than AI. The human edge here is surgery, though robots can help in the precision part, sports, and performing arts. Rather than fearing AI, think of it as a superpower assistant. It can handle repetitive tasks, analyze massive data sets, and free up time for us to create, connect, and innovate. But you, and only you, must take responsibility for your own growth. Your manager may be able to guide you, but then again, your manager may be a powerless cog in a large organizational machinery. We can take a lesson from Darwin's Origin of Species evolutionary theory. It's not the most intellectual of the species that survives. It's not the strongest that survives, but the species that's best able to adapt and adjust to the changing environment in which it finds itself are the ones that thrive. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more enterprise architecture and artificial intelligence perspectives. For a one-page visual of this and all future videos, please sign up on my website. Thank you for watching.